So Fresh Baked, I'm sure you probably heard on Wednesday, power went out at Disneyland, specifically in the areas around Fantasyland and Toontown. And as a result, an ABC News chopper was sent out there to, you know, get some footage of it, get some things not happening. I'm not sure why you sent a helicopter, but anyway, I'm glad they did because we have about 16 plus minutes of one of a kind footage, aerial footage of all over Disneyland. It's the kind of stuff that I dream about. I've said often that one of the things that I love most about going to the parks, one of my hobbies, is to try to find different ways to see the park, i.e., parades from the monorail, fireworks from Big Thunder, that kind of thing. So I like to see unique vantages, unique views of the crowds, or I mean of the park. So this is like any attraction that will, I mean, it's once in a lifetime, really, to get this much aerial footage of Disneyland. Because normally you're not even allowed to fly over the park. So that's what we're going to do for the next, rather than talk about, the power outage, which I guess is a story in and of itself. But I mean, really, what am I going to say about that? The power went out. It was a very busy day. I'm sure it sucked for everyone. But I'm more interested in just sort of gushing over the views of Disneyland that we're about to see. And we're going to take the full 16 minutes and just kind of observe. Like, for example, there's this slow flyover of Small World. I'm sure what they're doing right now is trying to see if anything's working. Because Small World, Fantasyland was one of the areas affected by the outage, obviously. And now we can see, there we go. Yeah, there. It looks like power's on. The little pre-show, the 15-minute pre-show type deal is working there. So I guess they're going to spend the next 15 minutes just flying around. And thank goodness for ABC. Thank goodness for the cameraman and well, I don't know who it was, if it was the cameraman or the guy on air speaking, who is obviously a Disneyland fan, because they go to places that are not Fantasyland and Toontown, and they look at everything because they know what an opportunity they have, and they took advantage of it. So we'll just kind of watch and see what we can observe. It looks like maybe the Small World thing was rebooting a little bit, but I'm not sure. Look at that. Golly. Just beautiful. Just to think, the whole ride, you think you're in that facade, but you're not. Just like in Haunted Mansion. You think you're in that little, the white building, the white facade. You think you're in there, but it's really that huge cavernous building behind it that you're going through. Fantastic. If we get a chance, let's see. Yeah, if he pulls out, okay, I'm going to pause right here. Small World is not this. Small World is in there, which is just great. Likewise, right next to it, that's Toontown, which will come out here. Likewise, you know what? I'm not even sure what part of that, that's Roger Rabbit, the orange and white sections there. That's Roger Rabbit. I'm not sure what parts of that are Q, or if the show building extends to those, the admin type buildings behind there. There's a crowd forming out in front of the fire station. I wonder why. Oh, we might get a look at backstage here. Wouldn't that be something? And by the way, we'll pause if we get any kind of look at Star Wars Land, of course, because we're very close to it right now. It's just over. It's right behind us, actually. It's right behind the camera, Star Wars Land is. There's Gadget's Go coaster. That looks fun. Some folks having a good time in there, so that's obviously working. And that's the rear facade right there for Toontown. Literal feet. That dirt you're looking at is Star Wars Land dirt. Here we go. Here we go. Pull back. You can do it. No, he's drifting left. That's one of the admin buildings right there, that white building. That's one of the admin buildings. All right, so no chance there. This I haven't really watched this guy, by the way, guys. So this is you're gonna I don't know what I'm gonna see here, which is kind of fun for everyone. See, he just keeps going in and out like this because he wants to see. You know, he's not looking for things working or not working. I don't think. I cannot believe they did this for 15 minutes, man. Oh my goodness. Just these guys have to be Disney fans. They okay, we're pulling out. Let's see. Do I need to pause here? You can see the two admin buildings there, and oh, okay. Hang on. We're gonna pause right as soon as it reaches its widest. He's pulled full wide. Oh, there we go. Let's pause right there. That's a pretty decent look. Obviously, we're not going to get any detail, but what I do want to note is that there are. It looks like they're topping. They're putting roofs on the. You know, the village, I guess is what they're calling it, the marketplace, that section right there between Millennium Falcon and the dirt, and then right there in the middle of that dirt, that's the marketplace. And the shots that we just looked at yesterday, the aerial shots that we got that were taken a few weeks ago, were just steel. Today it looks like there are roofs now being put in or have been put in on the marketplace. So that's cool. We can't really see much else other than that, but you do get an idea of what's happening there. Let's continue. He's now leaving the park a little bit. Okay, that's Pictopia where the trees are, and he's heading into the Finding Nemo Lagoon. And this is what I mean. This area was not affected as far as I know. Everything here was working as normal. So he's just looking around now. He's just looking around. Oh, Pictopia. That's obviously not going to be affected. Those are gas vehicles, so you know those guys are having a good time still. Monorail, Matterhorn. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. Wow. Okay, settle down. Settle down, Mr. Camera. Jeez, it's like he's looking for something. What is he looking for? Park monorail. Nothing much going there. I don't remember if I saw any subs going, but I would imagine this area was not affected. It looks like or I would think it was business as usual in Tomorrowland. That's beautiful. Seeing all this, it's like an ecosystem. You know, when you're in it, it's difficult to comprehend or to appreciate the large scaleness of the whole property and how the whole thing just kind of flows together and works together, and it is like its very own ecosystem. Wow. All right, where to next? Chopper 1. That is the Innovations building, lower right corner, that round building there. Hopefully soon to be destroyed within the next year or two. I have no reason to believe that. It's probably not, but I mean, that's just wishful thinking. But you get a good idea. But you know, let's pause here for a second. I've often wondered, what can or can't you put in Innovations? What kind of attraction would fit? I always thought that wasn't a big enough space to fit anything of reasonable size, but just looking at that, that is an enormous building. You could fit a complete roller coaster in there, in that space, in that footprint. I don't know about the building itself. People want to talk about using the building for something. I feel like they should just level the whole thing and start something from scratch there. But that's just my opinion, because I feel like nothing has ever worked in that building in terms of an attraction. So I don't know, but that is a pretty big space, and you could fit something useful in there. Looks like he's going to pull even wider. It's about the same size as Space Mountain. Yeah. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. Going right into the hub now. There we go. Pretty packed. Look at oh my goodness. It's like an ant farm. Woo. So many people. That is a lot, by the way. If you're wondering if that's a lot, yes, that is a lot. Good heavens. It looks like you can see in the left part of the frame, or left third, that they're getting ready to put up one of those monitors for the New Year's Eve celebration. They'll have a monitor up there, with a view of whatever. I don't know, but they probably have some live performances there or something to that effect. Look at that. That is just so many people. Look, oh my gosh, look at the exit side of Tomorrowland. That is packed full of people right there. That's difficult to get through. Astro Orbiter is now taking off. I don't know what the speech is there. Seeing Astro Orbiter from this angle is really fun, doesn't it? Doesn't that look fun? Don't you want to be down there right now in one of those jets? Being uncomfortably close to whoever you're with, or comfortably close, depending on, whatever the situation may be. Astrojet or Astro Orbiter is for lovers. That's what I always say. Okay, there's Star Wars Land again. But yeah, this is about the same. The only thing worth noting there is the tops of those the marketplace buildings. So we're back in Toontown, or Fantasyland, I should say. He's going. Looks like that's Storybook Land right now. I don't see any boats in there. They're probably going to get that going here soon, I'm sure. Just how close together everything is. I mean, it's a miracle that you don't hear or sense the other attractions more than we do. They do a brilliant job of buffering the sound and the sights of all the name ring, because these things are so impossibly close to each other. It's just, I just can't get over it. Wow. I mean, you hear sort of the ambient sound of the crowds and, people screaming or laughing or whatever, but you don't really, there's not a lot of, I don't know, of the actual attractions intruding on each other. Like when you're at Knott's Berry Farm, all those coasters, we were trying to watch the stunt show and the the silver bullet kept flying by and you could hear it and it was loud and it was completely incongruent with what you were watching, with the Old West stunt show. Casey Junior Railroad looks pretty empty. Yeah, it looks like they haven't launched Star Wars or Storybook Land yet. I don't know why that matters. We're here to observe, but yeah, it looks like the Dumbo queue is actually empty. Oh, he found some cast members back there backstage. We're gonna get a look backstage. There's a stopped train in the track. It's empty. So the guests have been escorted off the tracks already. So you've got oh, by the way, let's look here. You can see the cast members in the top left walking around, and there's a little gap next to the blue train car. That's where cast members come in and out. That's backstage behind that area. So that's pretty neat. A little backstage look right there. See that gap right there? That's where cast members can come in and out. Can't really tell if anything of note is happening backstage, but you did see some cast members back there. Look at this just long, sexy shot of Fantasyland right here. Hella camera you got there, buddy. Oh, wait, hold on. We might have some Star Wars Land to see. Not really, no. He went right back into Main Street. How do the crowds look on Main Street? Pretty thick. That is a thick crowd right there as well. Wow. And those trees right there do another amazing job of separating Main Street from Jungle Cruise, which is literally 50 feet from the backside of Main Street right there. That's all that stands between Main Street, those Main Street buildings, and the Jungle Cruise is that row trees. If he pulls wide enough, you'll even see what I mean. Nope, couldn't get wide enough. Well, right there, the lower third, that's the Jungle Cruise queue right there, I think. Well, it's funny. I said you can't see it because it's not because it wasn't a wide enough shot. It's that the trees are just so full that you can't. There is river in there. You just can't see it. Good heavens. Woo! I just can't get over how many people that is. Did you guys see the coverage from Magic Kingdom on Christmas Day? Oh my goodness, that street was full. Comparatively speaking, that street would have been just full of people. You would not have seen very much blacktop at all. It's like being on the Skyway, except instead of just going from, point A to point B, you're going through the whole alphabet. All points included. Look at that. That is beautiful. Whew. I love Disneyland. Even with all those people. Yeah, you could just tell that this is now a love letter that that the cameraman and the on air guy are probably. I don't even know if they're saying anything. Like I said, or if they're saying anything, what it could be, because this part has nothing to do with. Wow. Okay, let's pause here. Let's try to identify some stuff. That's the Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters attraction right there. That's Star Tours on the left. That is the plaza and the in between. That's backstage right here. That's the in between. I don't know where I've never seen it. I just know it's there. I know they call it the in between because it's in between Star Wars Land. Star Wars Land. In between Tomorrowland and Main Street. There's a space in between those two lands where cast members hang out, and there's a what do you call it, like a restaurant or whatever. So that's pretty cool. And then there's now let's pause again. Castle right here in the middle. And then these are on the right. Those are the show buildings for Peter Pan and Mr. Toads. And then you got Snow White and Pinocchio. Oh boy. Fantastic. It's just weird. The job that they do of selling it is so good that you can't imagine that you're in. Whoa, where we go? Are we going to? Whoa! Are we going to California Adventure? What are we doing? Oh, okay, that's the old main entrance right there. That's the the bus drop off, etc. There's their main gate right there. That's the main gate. He's flying. That's California soaring right there, or soaring over the world. Yeah, he's gonna push in here. Monorail track and the main entrance. There's the Floral Mickey and the Disneyland Railroad. Look at that crowd coming out of the tunnel. Wow. Oh, here comes a train. Oh, oh my goodness. It's fantastic. Now arriving. Way to go, cameraman. I love you. Fresh baked and stuff, buddy. Look at that. I'd like to see if you can get over Jungle Cruise proper, but it's pretty well covered with trees. But that would be pretty neat to see if we can see a boat going through one of the rivers. But it's doubtful. Wow. 60 years ago, that was nothing but orange groves. 65 years ago. He is going to go over the Jungle Cruise area. Yeah, there's just nothing. You can see nothing but trees there. Haunted Mansion, Indiana Jones. That double show building right there is for Indiana Jones. Wow. All right, well that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. That was pretty fun. I cannot believe how lucky we were to get that. Never mind that it was due to a power outage. That was just some good old Disneyland fun right there. That's the kind of views we won't get again for who knows how long. That was pretty great. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Fresh baked and stuff. We've got lots more videos for you to see, so grab a churro and check out some of our other videos and have your mind blown by how much fun we're having. We truly are the best of Disney Bake Fresh Daily. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time Fresh baked.